John, may I ask you a favor? Could you return home a bit earlier today, if possible? There's something important I'd like to discuss with you.
What? I can't come back early. Why should I listen to you, Betty?
Well, maybe we can talk through text messages.
If you didn't want to know, why did you ask? You're being foolish. So, what's this about? Get to the point.
What I wanted to talk about is that I want a divorce. I've already prepared the divorce papers. Please, grant me this divorce.
What? Why is this coming out of nowhere? What's going on in your mind?
I've simply reached a breaking point in our marriage. That's all there is to it.
Don't be ridiculous. Who's been putting food on the table for you and Maria, you failure? Why are we talking about divorce all of a sudden? Don't make decisions without my consent.
My feelings are my own. You don't get to dictate them.
You're in no position to make such remarks. You're terrible at cooking and cleaning. You can't do anything right. If you speak to me disrespectfully again, I'll lose my temper.
Even if you get angry, I won't change my mind. I can't continue living with you.
What? You can't live with me? You're bossy even though I'm the one providing for you. It's like you're trying to provoke me.
I've endured your abusive language for far too long. You've raised your hand against me countless times. But I've put up with it. I've shown patience even when it was incredibly difficult. But you've been mistreating Maria recently, and I won't stand for it.
What? When did I mistreat Maria?
After she joined the school's tennis team. You destroyed her new racket, didn't you? And you forbade her from participating in the team. Even though she was so excited, you crushed her dreams.
Oh, that? Tennis is just a game. Girls don't need to play sports.
You also threw away her college advice documents, didn't you? You disagreed with her choice of college. You did all of this without a good reason and refused to listen to either of us.
She was trying to get into an unnecessarily prestigious college. Going to a local community college is sufficient for her. It will save us gas money too. I don't want to drive far to visit her. Women are meant for household chores, and studying isn't essential for them.
I'm not sure I agree with that. Maria has her own dreams and goals for the future.
I'm saying all of this for your sake, you know? If our daughter helps around the house, it will make your life easier. Learning housework properly will be more beneficial for her future. Do you think I'm wrong?
I believe being capable of household chores is important. As you mentioned, it's useful. But she's still young, so it's okay for her to learn gradually. I think it's more important for her to pursue her passions.
You're a terrible mother. This will only make her a failure as a wife.
I'll be content as long as Maria is happy.
Don't be too lenient with her just because you're a disappointment.
I didn't mean it that way.
Fine, I'll come home earlier today. But remember our conversation. I won't agree to a divorce. Don't attempt to tarnish my clean record.
Good morning, Mom.
Morning, Maria. Did you sleep well?
Yeah, I slept like a log at Grandma's house.
That's good to hear.
Are you okay, Mom? You must still be in pain, right?
I'm sorry for worrying you. The painkillers are helping me now, so I'm okay.
Right. I'll take your pajamas to the hospital now. Is there anything else you need? I can go buy something if you want.
Sorry to ruin your Saturday. I didn't think I would get hospitalized. I was too optimistic.
It's okay, I don't have class today. It's not your fault anyway. It's his fault. That man must be insane to get so enraged after he was asked for a divorce.
Hey, you can't call your father a jerk.
Are you serious? He deserves to be called a jerk. If I didn't get in trouble for it, I'd call him something much worse. He even pushed you down the stairs. He broke your nose and leg, Mom. How could you possibly defend him? I can't believe it.
I did argue back pretty heatedly against him.
But he went way too far. He's always insulting me and you. He gets angry when things don't go his way. Hey, we should report him to the police, Mom.
But it is true that I got the injuries from slipping and falling. There's no proof that Dad pushed me. I'm such an idiot to believe he would have a civil discussion with me.
When you talk to him in the future, let me join you. If he tries to hurt you, I'll split his skull with a baseball bat.
That's too much. You can't respond to his violence with violence, Maria. Don't copy his habit of hurting others with words or violence. Otherwise, you'll be no better than him.
I don't want that.
You see? So please don't. I will divorce your father. I won't change my mind about this, so don't worry.
Okay. Mom, I'll do anything to support you with the divorce.
Thanks. Those words are support enough for me, Maria.
Grandma and Grandpa are on your side too. They said you can count on them if you're in trouble.
Right. I should have asked for help earlier if this was going to happen. Sorry for dragging you into this mess because I thought I should be patient. I've thought for such a long time that I need to be better. I thought it was fair for him to get angry because I was useless.
Anyone would feel that way after being insulted like that every day. You've been brainwashed into thinking that. I would be like that too if you didn't support me, Mom. I thought it was all my fault.
You grew up to be such a considerate person. I'm worried because maybe you're a little too kind for your own good.
That's not true. I do bad things behind your back.
Really?
I set off a stink bomb in Dad's car the other day.
Wow. That is quite bad. But to me, you're a good girl.
I'm always on your side, Mom.
Thank you. By the way, if you want to visit me in the hospital, can you leave here before the afternoon? If your grandparents are coming too, can you tell them to not come until the evening?
Oh, why's that?
Dad's coming.
Wait. Then that's even more reason for us to go. You can't be alone with him.
But I need to do this to divorce him. I need to talk to him. I'll be okay. It's in the hospital, so there'll be other people.
Okay. Just be careful.
Yeah. I'll be fine. Thank you so much, Maria.
But I haven't done anything. It's not like I ever have.
I think I can be strong because of you. I noticed that our family situation was wrong thanks to you. If I was alone, I might have stayed with him and just become a husk of my former self. So really, thank you. I'm proud of you, Maria, my daughter.
Hey, you freeloader. Have you cooled down yet? You've got some nerve, expecting me to cover your hospital bills.
You played a part in me ending up in the hospital. I've remained calm throughout.
I can't fathom why you think that. I've made it clear I'm not pursuing a divorce. Yet you continue to dangle those divorce papers in my face. I went out of my way to visit you. Still, you managed to waste my time. You are asking for trouble. Give some thought to your actions.
You didn't have to visit me. The only reason you showed up is because you're concerned about your image with our neighbors and others. You're always focused on your public image and how you appear to others. But you lack the guts to be confrontational outside of the family.
What? Say that again.
I'll repeat it as many times as you want. You're a despicable person. You went all the way to the hospital to assault me. Satisfied now?
Do you want me to hit you again? I can return to the hospital right now if you desire another altercation. You can't move from that bed anyway.
If you want to attack me, go right ahead. It will only cause you more trouble.
I'm not in any trouble, but you certainly are. If you weren't confined to a hospital bed. Maybe you could have gone to the police and filed a report. Oh, but you lack evidence, so you can't do that anyway. They would assume your bruises were from a fall down the stairs. Lucky for me.
What are you talking about? You're so clueless. Regrettably for you, I've already filed a police report.
Huh? How could you have done that already?
How many hours do you think have passed since your visit to the hospital? I wonder how you can still act so tough.
What are you talking about? You can't file a police report while you're in the hospital. And there's no evidence. The police don't respond to every case like this.
I have evidence. A video recording from when you assaulted me earlier.
There are no cameras in the hospital room. No evidence can come from a non-existent camera.
No, not cameras. I discreetly recorded with my phone.
How dare you? I'm coming over right now. Just you wait. I'll smash your phone to pieces.
You can't. I've instructed the hospital not to allow you to see me. You won't even be permitted in the hospital.
Then I'll go to your parents' house. I'll give them a hard time. Is that what you want, huh?
Yeah, why don't you go ahead and try? I've told my parents to be prepared for your visit. And to call the police immediately if they see you. You'll be arrested before you even set foot in the house.
Did you genuinely file a report?
I already informed you. I was diagnosed by a doctor shortly after you attacked me. I called the police and gave a statement over the phone. I asked Maria and Mom to file a report at the police station on my behalf.
Can they do that on your behalf?
It seems so. I can't go anywhere, so I asked them to act as my representatives.
Are you serious? How dare you defy me like this? I won't let this slide.
Are you being serious, John? Maria and I won't just obey your orders anymore. You can't use violence to manipulate us. I'll move out and live with Maria, just the two of us.
Maria. Mom is not answering my calls. Do something.
You can't reach her? She's intentionally ignoring your calls. You don't understand, do you?
Who do you think you're speaking to? I'm your father.
I've never seen you as my father.
Hey, you ungrateful brat. You've become as brazen as Betty.
I'm proud to be like Mom.
That's enough. Hand her the phone now.
No way. You'll just hurt her, won't you? If you dislike us, let's get the divorce over with. Why are you so obsessed with us?
You won't understand because you're still young. If we divorce, she'll have to raise you and work on her own. Financially, it's impossible. You don't want to live in poverty, do you?
I don't mind as long as Mom can leave you. My current life isn't luxurious anyway. My grandparents pay for my phone. Mom used her pre-marriage savings to provide for me when I was younger. You haven't done anything personally for me.
I provide for you. Who do you think provides your home?
I don't want to say this. But you've just met the minimum requirements. That's what a parent does.
Don't take it for granted. You should be grateful for food and shelter.
I am grateful. I know there are worse parents out there. But why should I compare you to others? You're deflecting from your own shortcomings.
Where are you now? At your grandparents' house?
It's not your business where I am.
I'll do anything to get you to retract the police report.
Is that a threat? I'll report it to the police again.
Are you saying you don't care about your grandparents?
We've decided not to give in, no matter how much you threaten us. We won't be bullied into submission. But I won't stay silent if you use violence on anyone. If you hurt someone, be prepared to face the consequences. I'm serious.
Fine then. I'll divorce your mom. So withdraw the police report.
Who do you think you are talking to like that? We hold the upper hand here.
No, you don't have the right to speak to me like that. I never should have had you. You're a disappointment, born from a failure. You'll be just like your mother, incapable of anything. Your life is over. It will only go downhill from here.
That's enough, John.
Huh?
It's me, Betty. I've been following the conversation on Maria's screen.
I see, you're together now. You should have responded to me sooner.
We have nothing more to discuss. End this conversation. I've hired a lawyer, contact me through him from now on.
A lawyer? Where did you get the money from?
I borrowed it from my parents.
You're a freeloader after all. You're so confident even though you can't do anything on your own.
Say what you want. I'll do whatever it takes to change this situation. We'll get divorced, and I won't retract the police report. So anything you say from now on is pointless.
I already said I'd grant you the divorce. You should compromise a little as well.
You don't have the authority to make decisions here. Remember what you did to me? You've harmed me, and you're a criminal.
This is a matter between a husband and wife. The police have more pressing matters to attend to. Just drop the report, they won't take it seriously anyway.
If that's what you believe, let's leave it as is. You must be pajoning, fearing arrest.
Do you really want Maria's father to face charges?
I'm her only true parent. You play the role of a good father outside our home. But at home, if things don't go your way, you take it out on us. You're undermining my daughter's future and her dreams. How can you consider yourself her father?
It's the mother's duty to raise the children. I have to work. That's why I allowed you to be a stay-at-home mom.
No, that's not the case. You just wanted someone to obey your every command. The home environment is toxic for me and Maria. I'm tired of being bossed around by you.
But you've always been quiet and cooperative during our marriage.
That's because I had feelings for you. I was expecting you would calm down if you could relax at home a bit more. So I tried to be patient. But I finally noticed I was wrong.
What will others think if I'm arrested? What about my job?
See, you only think about yourself. You never think about me and Maria. Not even a little.
I'm the one bringing home the bread, working tirelessly.
So? I've worked hard every day for you and Maria.
Don't compare managing the household with real work. That's absurd.
Living with you for almost 15 years has been tough. I always thought it was my fault for being berated by you. I totally thought that I couldn't live if you left me since I lost my confidence. You made me think in that way, so that's why I need to get away from you.
Don't ruin my life. Everything I've built will be gone.
Then don't disturb us either. We have a bright future ahead. Maria and I will start anew. We'll pursue our dreams.
Why don't you start anew with me?
Look at that. I guess you really don't want a divorce.
Everything will be resolved if we don't get divorced.
It'll only be resolved for you, right? You were a considerate man until we married, then your true colors emerged. You've trampled on my feelings. You need to take responsibility for that.
If you stay with me, you can be a housewife forever. My income will only increase over time. You can relax.
That sounds like a nightmare. It would be the same as being a slave.
I married you because I thought you were obedient. What are you so unsatisfied with?
That's precisely why I want a divorce, since you don't understand. I can't be with a man who can't make his wife and child happy. I don't want an unsuccessful husband. Following that, John was arrested for domestic violence. And he was required to compensate me for the emotional and physical abuse he inflicted. Our divorce was subsequently finalized. To ensure the safety of both me and Maria, we obtained a restraining order against my ex-husband. Any attempt on his part to come near us or engage in any such behavior could lead to his imprisonment. It appears he's determined to avoid incarceration, as I haven't received any recent communication from him. As John had feared, rumors about his actions reached his neighbors and workplace, resulting in his job transfer to a distant location. I've heard that he's going through a difficult time now. I sincerely hope he won't cause any problems for others in the future. He continues to meet his child support obligations and provide compensation for the harm he caused me. Maria and I have moved to our new residence. I've secured a job at a clothing store. I'm reflecting on whether I could have left John sooner and sought support from others. I can't help but feel some regret that I didn't. At that time, I believed I couldn't live without him, viewing myself as a failure and being fearful of him. My decision to leave him came relatively late, causing Maria to endure hardships. I want to make it up to her by allowing her to pursue her interests. I also want to show my appreciation to my parents for their significant support. But for now, I'll focus on enjoying life with my daughter.